Come on in. Yes, it's another edition of the Weekly Entertainment News Podcast. And I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem, and I'm in the building like I am every week. Listen, we want to tell you guys to please hit the share button, hit the like button, let somebody know we do this thing every week, bringing you all of the latest news that's related to you, black man, to you, black woman. Hey, man, listen, don't forget, man, this show is powered by the Reporter newspaper, okay? Excuse me. The Reporter newspaper been in business for over 15 years here in Blackburn, Ohio. And we like to give them a big up because they give us a big up by allowing us to translate what they're doing in the tangible form through the digital airwaves, okay? So we're just going to get it going, man. We're going to get it going right now, let you guys know what's been going on in the week of entertainment. We might as well go there. Kanye West.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
That's right. Kanye West said he have a problem with Jesus. He said, I have a problem with Jesus. This was during an interview with Big Boy out there in Atlanta and everything. Him and Ty Dolla $ign was promoting the new album, okay? And the question was, I know you a Jesus guy and everything. And basically, Kanye said, hey, Jesus wasn't there when I was going through some situations. Jesus didn't answer my prayers when I was going through my family issues, my daughter issues, and, my business issues. So his grand thesis or his main point was he had to rely on himself. Ain't that what the Bible say? He said, God only helped those that help themselves. So according to the biblical principle, okay, you're supposed to do something before God identifies that you are serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? To just put it all on the big man's doorstep and you do nothing is kind of ludicrous. Big ups to Kanye West and what he's talking about. I love it. I like what he said. I thought it makes sense, okay? Speaking about what makes sense or what I say don't make sense, depends on how you look at it. We got our brother Bruno Mars is in the news. Yes, we all know he got a residency out there in Vegas. He's been doing it for a minute now. And to my understanding, it's a $90 million agreement. But unfortunately, our brother is in gambling debt at the MGM casino, right? They say this brother is over 50 million in debt. But see, when you look at it in this proper perspective, he gets 90 million. So that means after you do the taxes, according to the little article, when you do the taxes, for 90, you messing around with about 60 million take home. And they say this brother be gambling so much per night or per day or whatever the hell, after each show, he only pocketing 1.5 million. That's a profit, y'all. So that means he's supposed to pocket way more than that for his whole stay, but apparently his debt is so big, they clean his debt as soon as he's making money. So he's in there just having a good time, but in retrospect, when you hear 50 million, you be like, damn, somebody got a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's what you say. But, speaking about problems, man, it looks like our lovely sister, Sexyy Red, okay? She is back at it. She's on the scene doing her thing. Apparently, she was at the Rolling Loud doing some shows and everything. And the secret is out. That's right. I say this. Well, the secret should have been out. But apparently, she was caught singing live. I mean, she was all in her ear like she was really crooning. And she was off key, sounding terrible. It was so bad that she had to make mockery of herself and make fun of herself on Twitter. And they said, hey, you sound terrible. She was off key. She was basically trying to sing SZA's part of the new joint that they was doing, and it didn't come out right. Sometimes I believe that sometimes you as a talent who have minimal talent, I'm not talking about Sexyy Red in particular, but sometimes you can get boosted up so much. You can be so much in your bag, in your confidence bag, or your confident bag, that you may do some things the conscious mind may not really be thinking about. You just doing stuff. So apparently she said, basically this is what some people may think they sound like. Well, this is how I usually sound when I'm in the shower trying to make a little cracker by herself. That's what she was saying. But, at the end of the day, ain't nothing wrong with making fun of yourself. And you need to literally identify when you say, I'm not pressed, those are haters, I don't care. You need to care. Because this is your craft, and these are people paying for your tickets. If the news get out that you really can't sing or you don't have a good voice like that, Okay? Somebody may not buy your tickets, but hey, ride the wave while you can. Speaking about riding the waves while you can, I look like our brother Blueface is back in the news. Blueface
Surprise!
apparently got in a little tussle, a little fight, a little squirmage in jail. Our brother Whack 100 reports on Instagram that, hey, this was no big deal. Apparently his mom was having some issues. I'm talking about Blueface's mom was having issues when she got the news and everything. But apparently it was no big deal. Blueface said, hey, this is nothing really that big of a deal. We all know that when you're in jail, you're going to have some issues from time to time. Plus, he noted, we all know Blueface can fight, right? At least that's what he said. Okay? Speaking about what's happening in people's lives, we got to give it up to our sexy, very beautiful Megan Thee Stallion.
Uh-huh.
That's right. It looks like our lovely girl Megan Thee Stallion is going on tour. She's calling it the Hot Girl Summer Tour or something like that. And she's going to be all over the place. I'm gonna name a couple of spots that you need to check out. So if she's in your neck of the woods this summer, go check her out. She's going to be Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Memphis, Atlanta, Raleigh, North Carolina, Hollywood, Florida, Tampa Bay, New Orleans, Dallas. Of course, she'll be in Dallas, Austin. She's going to be in Denver, Phoenix, LA, man, Dublin. She's all over the world, man. And there's so much more. Just go to the Reporter Newspaper online.com and you can get the full list of where your girl Megan Thee Stallion is going to be at. Speaking about where somebody's going to be at, we know our sister Wendy Williams seems to always be in trouble, even though she's not apparently in the right state of mind. It looks as if the courts have hit our beloved sister with another tax lien over a condo. That's right. She bought a condo for four something million dollars in New York, and apparently, since her money situations, she haven't been paying the taxes for the year 2019 and 2021, thus generating a bill for over $500,000, 500 and something, 568,000, 100,000. It's ridiculous. Okay. And they look like they're putting a lien on our beloved sister to try to get that money. As of right now, there's nobody's calling and making any comments about it, but the news is out there. Some people are saying when it rains, it pours. We're going to keep our prayers when it comes to our sister, Wendy Williams. Okay? Coincidentally, some people saying she's only suffering from karma. Ain't that messed up? They say she ain't suffering from dementia. They saying she's just suffering for karma. But if you saw the Lifetime show or you're looking at it or whatever the hell, you know what the real deal is. So check it out. Speaking about checking it out, it looks like Drake is back in the news.
Let's go.
He allegedly is supposed to be dating the rapper Lotto's sister, Brooklyn Nicole. Okay. Now, of course, you know they've been seen dating and everything. Some people record them and stuff like that. But it looks like our sister Lotto ain't letting up. She's actually almost confirming. She's on the Instagram or Twitter, whatever the hell, and she's making comments like, "What's wrong with?" Just a general. She's just asking generally, "What's wrong with an older brother dating a younger woman?" And everybody's going in like, why would she date that? Knowing that our brother Drake is way much older than Brooklyn Nicole. So it's almost like solidifying the relationship between the two. So y'all keep your ears together, your eyes close to what's really happening when it comes to Drake and what's going on with him, okay? Speaking about what's going on with him, and when you're talking about him, we got to be talking about Fat Joe.
I'm here.
Okay? He's rubbing elbows with the presidentials, okay? I said he's rubbing elbows with the presidentials, okay? It looks like our brother Fat Joe was sitting down with Vice President Kamala Harris, and they were talking about reefer reform. I'm gonna say it again, reefer reform. They were talking about, you know what? What can we do about the people who is in jail right now, and we are being less harsh on the cannabis laws? We need some reform. We need to get these people out. We need to. So that's what they was talking about. And Fat Joe said it was dope that he was called in along with some guys that's already been pardoned for the reefer, okay, for the ganja, for the schooly leaf. So that's what they were talking about. And also, we already know Fat Joe got some other things that he's about. He's about health reform and some other stuff like that. But big ups to Fat Joe. Big ups to hip hop, y'all, making big moves in our midst every day. So big ups to people that's doing some dynamic things. Speaking about people that's doing some dynamic things, what's going on with Pornhub?
Oh my God.
Pornhub says, to hell with Texas. I'm going to say it again. Pornhub said, to hell with Texas. If you're trying to tell us that we got to put a little screen on the thing so you can identify if you old enough, then we're just going to just flat out and don't allow you guys in Texas to get it. Some are saying, dang, Pornhub wants our kids so bad corrupted that they refuse to put a little age thing on there so you can just clock in before you go in there. This is what they're saying. Like this is crazy. And some are saying, well, let's just say exactly what they are saying. They're saying, let's just read it. Earlier this year, Pornhub blocked access in North Carolina and Montana over bills regulating access to the underage users. This site is also unavailable in Mississippi, Utah, and Virginia. Okay? Providing identification every time you want to visit an adult platform is not it's not an effective solution for protecting users online. In fact, it will put minors and your privacy at risk. This is what Pornhub is saying. We don't need to do all of that. And they also suggested you don't need a little blockage on our site. You need it on these kids' devices. Parents, handle your kids. This is what they said. Put the security on your kids' devices. If they're underage, they shouldn't have free range on the internet. This is what they're saying. So I don't know. It's a good conversational piece. Should you be allowed to just freely access? And like Pornhub is saying, when you putting all your personal business in there, guess what? It can have a chance of getting stolen. So it becomes a risk. So you already know, man. So keep it up. Hey, man, before I go any further, I wanted to let you guys know this is powered by the Reporter Newspaper and the Reporter Newspaper Online, which is our website. That's right. You can go to the website, hear all the stories that I'm talking about, hear all the news and reviews that's been going on in the entertainment business, from the TV shows to the movies to social media and the record business. You can get all of your news at the reporternewspaperonline.com. Also, you can go to the Reporter Newspaper Online, or in a tangible form. Allow me to show you. It is a real live newspaper. Y'all check it out. You can go to the Reporter Newspaper and you can get all your news, not just the entertainment news, but all of it, depending upon if you're looking for sports, if you're looking for national news, international news, news across the diaspora. Okay? You can get all those things as well. But I like to concentrate on the entertainment news because that's my paradigm. You do know I write for the newspaper. You do know I do entertainment articles. So if you want to check that out, go to the reporternewspaperonline.com, or you can order the tangible form like I always say. Just give them a call at 330-535-7061 and you will be hooked up with somebody that will take your information so they can get this newspaper out to you. Speaking about to you, it looks like they pulled the plug or are pulling the plug on Power Book 2.
Goodbye.
That's right. It looks like our brother, what's my brother's name? Let's call him Michael Rainey, the guy that plays Tariq, the young bruh. He got on Instagram and he was completely shocked that he didn't get no notice. He said he found out like everybody else found online. 50 Cent got online and said, hey, this is the reason. It looks as if one of the executives at the network, okay, is not answering his phone calls or have a hard time answering phone calls. But I did a little due diligence to give you an understanding on why they're pulling the plug. It seems like the bigwigs over there at Starz have said, hey, we need to generate more of an interest of our content. We have a certain amount of content and people are watching our shows. But how can I get new people there? If we can't get new people there if the same people is watching the same shows. So how to generate new content? He says, hey, we got to do that and we got to do it at cheap. So also he says, hey, it's no big deal. We can just take somebody out of the Power universe and create another show at 20% less the cost. And he said that's how we should do it. Speaking about 20% less the cost, 20% less the cost. It looks like our brother 50 Cent hit Instagram not too far after that says, hey, he's going to add something to the Power universe, and it's going to be a story. It's called Power Origins, Young Tommy and Ghost. That story everybody been looking for. So 50 Cent said that's what's coming down the pipeline. So all you Power fans that's been waiting on that, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? And let's just go there. You already know my man T.I. is back in the building.
Let's go.
T.I., you know, the rapper. You know, he's doing some comedy as of late. Big up to T.I., doing your thing, not allowing anybody tell you can't do what you do. This man is an actor, he's a rapper, and he's doing comedy. I'm talking about stand-up. And one of his recent stand-up situations, he got on the stage and he had a joke about the current state of trap rappers. He said, back in my day, us as a trap rap, I'm about to say university, but generation, the first generation of trap rappers, him, Jeezy and Yo Gotti and stuff like that, he said that we was rapping about, usually to let people know, this is what he said. He said, we was rapping, I'm just gonna read it. He says, you know what? People like me, Jeezy and Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? We were rapping about these things and the things that we had done and got away with, and we eventually moved on. You understand what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. He said, when we was rapping about the stuff we had to do and ultimately got away with it, but we moved on to bigger and greater things, right? He said, nowadays, the modern rapper is rapping about the shit they're about to do. Right there, titling on themselves, which is a good joke. But guess what? It is sort of real. These people is outrageous, man. Understand, this is entertainment business, y'all. Speaking about entertainment business, it look like our man Meek Mill.
Aha.
And DJ Ack is back at it. But they back at it doing something positive. We just know recently they was going back and forth. Now it looks like our man Meek Mill gets on Instagram and says, I'm trying to do a podcast. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I want to say some stuff. And it looks like my man DJ Ack, who's one of the leaders in podcasting or in this new black digital media, says, hey, I give you $1 million. I give you $1 million if you will allow us to produce your thing or to partner with you. This is what he said. He says, I'll offer you $1 million up front for 52 episodes. He responded in a quick tweet. Your man have yet to answer, but he says, hey, I'm interested, but he have yet to answer if he's going to go with Meek Mill. See, this is the thing I think is dope. Yes, we can talk shit with one another, but when it comes to black promotion and promoting ourselves, it's good to know that black people are offering black people opportunities. So big ups to my man DJ Ack supporting, or at least trying to extend the hand of support to our brother Meek Mill. Okay, let's go here. Let's just go here. My man Vybz Kartel's been released. I'm just gonna say it like that. Some of you guys be like, who the hell? See, I listen to all types of music. Okay, the world boss, okay? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You know, this guy is one of the biggest dancehall artists, or he was one of the biggest dancehall artists at the time he got incarcerated for an alleged murder. Apparently, he has been released. Should be, as of this date, he has been released because it come out that one of the jurors 10 years ago that put him in was bribed. So they say, hey, we got to redo this thing. We don't know what we're going to do, but in any event, he has to be released because it's a blown trial. Big up to the world boss. Big up to some new music. Big up to the world tour. Big up to Vybz Kartel. That's my guy right there. Love reggae music. Love dancehall, man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, this is the part of the show where we get a little content. This is the content that I be talking about that I look forward to talking to. We're going to tap dance around the subject, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty, okay? It looks like our girl Sexyy Red is back in the news with her MASA, Make America Sexy Again. Yeah, you already know she supports Trump. You see her sometimes in the whatever the hell hat. Now, I'm not pronouncing the word because she didn't say make America great again. She's saying make America sexy again. What the hell? So the acronym is MASA, Make America Sexy Again. Now this lady right here is literally saying she's a Trump supporter because she believes Trump gave away those stimulus checks, not knowing that all he did was sign the order that everybody else said we're going to do it, and he signed it. He signed it. Coincidentally, he did a nice little promotion, put his name in the envelope, okay? And it makes people think that he did it. So she's walking around with the Make America Sexy Again, but when you hear it, it says MASA. She's walking around talking about MASA. Now, we done been through a lot of shit in our days. We need to know. Sometimes we have to think in a three-dimensional realm. Everything ain't just one-dimensional. This whole reality that we live in is 3 dimensions to the damn thing. We live in a sphere, okay? Everything is 3-dimensional. You say one thing, it can mean 2 other things. The way I see it, it may not be the way you see it. But you need to know if you're in the public eye, this may be looking kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to say it again. This may be looking kind of funny. Our girl, come on now. Ah, damn, you don't make a splash like that coming back out. Now you calling this man Massa and you support him and shit, man. This is crazy. Speaking about what's crazy, we're going to get a little more deeper on this conscious content. It looks like the NAACP and the DEI supporters call on all black athletes to avoid certain states that's dissing the anti-DEI laws, okay, or disagreeing with them, okay?
Let's go.
What am I talking about? Let's talk about this, man. This is just a little teaching moment. The DEI initiatives are designed to address discrimination, biases, differences of opinion, and marginalization issues, and to create a culture of respect and inclusion for employees from all backgrounds. These initiatives can take many forms, from training and education programs to hiring practices and policy changes. So they say in certain states like Texas and Florida and stuff like that are pulling away black teachers. They're pulling away the black interest in these colleges, saying we don't have to do it. This DEI initiative was almost a guarantee that our people, our voices, our style, our vibe will be in these will be in these secondary schools, which is colleges and stuff like that, to ensure that you black man, that you black woman can have somebody that you can relate to teaching you, or more importantly, somebody that can relate to you to know how to get the word across. Okay, they are saying, look, if you're a black athlete, don't go to these colleges. If they're not going to support you, don't support them. They saying, you know, in football, basketball, especially football is bigger than college. This is what they said. It's a business. And without these football players, these businesses or these colleges cannot blow. Now, what's the significance? We know mostly black young men is dominate football in college and in the pros. So they saying, well, if these colleges aren't going to support you, your people, and your movement, stop supporting them. You know what I mean? Listen, we can go on and on days and days about this situation, but I'm going to have you guys look it up, check it out. It's at the Reporter Newspaper, online.com. You can have an understanding for your planning. I gave you some insight for your invite, some little knowledge you can't get in college. I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem. Y'all better feel me before they kill me, y'all. Peace.
Can't be for me, whole nother frequency, bitch, EOD, what the fuck is a mug? Nigga be fake, won't leave him snuggly, he undercover, then fucking we talking to me. This on this stuff, nigga, fuck is you saying? Bird, bitch, get your go. We ain't going back and forth by the door. We ain't going back and forth by the door. Wash, halu, ella, ilaha, illallah. We come in the name of the source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We flipping niggas out the porch. Niggas in Paris, somebody J&J version, boss whole Jane Harden, but they think they the highest. We locking them up, you get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. They shoot a shot, but I ain't far. Just fuck around, hit the same target, back to back.